Hello financial investors and welcome to the channel. My name is Brent and today we are going to be doing our weekly recap for the last week of April 27th through the 1st of May 2020. We're going to go ahead and cover the post that we posted over on Facebook this week. We're going to go ahead and cover the four main indexes, how much their performance has moved here in the week. We're also going to be taking out the total S&P 500 market, see which sectors were strong, which sectors were weak, and what specific, maybe some specific stocks did really well this week. I know I posted earlier this week, up on the screen now, earnings going into this week, so we'll take a look at a few companies that released earnings this week. We'll take a look at their performance here for the week. Then we will look at oil, the dollar, silver, gold, bonds, and wrap it up with mortgage rates. These videos are quick videos, kind of going over the weekly recap. That way we can take a look back in history in the future and take a look at the performance of the market during this downturn with what is currently happening here in the world. So if you are brand new to my channel, have not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate if you do head right down below, hit the red button, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit the bell to be notified every time I release a new video, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Generally release a new video then. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, find it helpful and entertaining, give this video a thumbs up now. And if you have any comments or questions, drop them into the comment section below. If you have anything on this video, the stock market, dividends, or just any other question, go ahead and drop it down there. I always like to have some feedback between you guys, the viewers, subscribers, and myself. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So this week was an interesting week ahead. I was looking forward to multiple earnings this week. We had 3M, Pfizer, Caterpillar, Chevron, Microsoft, McDonald's, Apple, Altria, Exxon, and AbbVie here on Friday. Now, here is the total companies here that, the most anticipated companies going earnings here on this week. So, are there any here that you are following? Let me know down in the comment section below. How did your companies do this week? I know I only watched a few this week. I really need to kind of catch back up on. I would really like to look on all the ones that I posted here. I need to go through and see how they did during this week's earnings, but I really definitely need to do that. I did make one stock buy this week, which was into Eaton Vans. If you haven't checked out my video, I go into the weekly performance here for the past week, go into the weekly changes in the portfolio, the dividends that were paid out in the prior week, and then go into what stock I'm buying. And here I posted what my current unit cost of Eaton Vance was, the current yield, and how many dividends I was looking to receive from that one on an annual basis. And because of my purchase, I was able to lower my unit cost, as when you are dollar cost averaging into strong positions that you believe in, and you are buying it at a value or a discount in comparison, a lower value in comparison to where you originally bought it, you lower your unit cost, and you're also increasing your yield on cost. So instead of a 4.19, I'm now getting a roughly 4.22% yield, and my dividends increased from $20 to $26.24. So that's only $6 difference there, just by buying some more shares at a cheaper discount. Now, of course, my whole process here is continue to dollar cost average regardless of where the market is at right now. And we're only 10% or so off of that year to date. We're negative 10% year to date, but we don't really know what's going to happen. Right now, we're going through first quarter earnings. That's not really what's going to be painting a picture of the future. I think the second quarter earnings and maybe third quarter earnings is really going to showcase just how much what's currently going on is really going to affect us here in the short term, long term, how long it may affect us into the future, how many years it'll take for these businesses to recover. So all I can do here is stick to my plan, continuing to dollar cost average, lower my unit costs when I can, increasing my yield on costs, and increasing my yearly income going forward. So from that point, there were a couple dividends that were suspended and cut. Well, one was General Motors. I know Exxon, I believe, also did some change within their dividend. Chevron cut their dividend, I believe, by a third or 2/3. something within the range. I know I didn't post it. I was watching. I should have posted that over on my Facebook page. If you guys are watching Chevron, Exxon, I know there's a few others that also posted and cut dividends this week. So let me know in the comment section, did any of your companies that you are currently holding, did they cut dividends? I know I use Seeking Alpha to get notified every time a change in the dividend has taken place. Either they cut it, they suspend it, or they raise it. I get an email notification from Seeking Alpha that my company has recently changed. And then on Wednesday, I released a new video. I had a couple questions on my comment section as to, an investor was using the M1 Finance platform. They wanted to sell out of a company without having their equity be reinvested back into your portfolio. So they wanted it to be completely removed from their portfolio, also selling off the equity. And we went over how to perform this function. And during the process, I used Clorox in my example of how to sell a company. And I actually forgot to cancel that sell, and it sold out of it on Wednesday morning. So screenshot below, I kind of posted here where I sold Exxon there. I have $0 of value in Exxon, and my whole REIT had been actually moved over. So yeah, Clorox has been completely removed, and I didn't have to reinvest my equity. It's sitting there in the portfolio waiting to be used here on this upcoming Monday. So check out that video if you guys are interested in how to remove a security, a company from your total portfolio without reinvesting those dividends. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I did post it. Exxon suspended their dividend, and Chevron has performed a slash. So which do you prefer? I believe suspended just means that they're no longer paying a dividend here in the short term. I'd have to look into the terminology. I know there's different terminologies for where they're just no longer increasing their dividend going into the future. I don't know if suspended to me just means that it is no longer going to be getting paid out here in the future. It's until indefinite, sometime in the future. Then they'll maybe continue to pick it up. But Exxon was suspended. Chevron was slashed. So which do you prefer? Do you prefer to have your source of income kind of slashed down just a bit and get paid a little bit less? Or do you want to, I know Carnival Cruise, I believe Carnival Cruise also suspended their dividend, meaning that they're no longer paying a dividend. So maybe you guys, in the comment section below, if you guys know the differences there, I should look into it myself and just make a video on it. That way I know, and then everyone else will know. So let's jump into the markets now. So S&P 500 basically flat on the week. We did end up negative by 0.21%, even after some amazing earnings here on Wednesday, up 2.66% there on Wednesday. And we did see that earlier in the week, Wednesday had a big day. That was, I believe, when the Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Tesla, Boeing, many others. Apple was on Thursday. Okay, I thought it was after hours. Okay, it is after hours. I just had it on the wrong date. But yeah, Wednesday, big movement there in the market, up 2.66%. Just could not hold it though, so lost it on Thursday, Friday, quite a bit. Negative for the week, and actually down 12.38%. Thought we were down 10% last week, so this is only showing down 0.21. But it feels like it went down a little bit further. Dow Jones this week down 0.22. Year to date down 16.87%. We can see the big rise there on Wednesday as well, 2.21. The Nasdaq, here's your semiconductors and tech stocks, up 3.59. This is a huge uptick Monday and Wednesday, but just could not hold it. Look at that loss there on Friday, down 3.2% compared to this 2.5 and this 2.81. So a bit of a disconnect there between the indexes and the Russell 2000. If you're looking for an index with a bunch of those small mid-cap companies, they've just been hammered here much more than the rest of the market, the other three indexes. And now with the economy potentially reopening and having the potential for customers to revisit these small mid-cap businesses and start using their services and products again, the Russell 2000 here is doing a little bit better. I'm not sure how it'll play out. I still don't think a lot of my friends, the individuals that I know, are looking to really go out there and mingle. We're not going to be going out to malls. You're still going to be doing the whole social distancing just because you don't really know what's going to happen. So I think there's always going to be a little bit of a thing in the back of your mind you're just kind of worried about. So here is the Friday market. So Walmart, you can see positive there on the day, and that is because I believe Walmart did do earnings this week. I thought they did it later in the week. Let's see, oh, that's not the one. See if I can find a Walmart there. It's in there somewhere. Either way, jump back to the heat map. So Friday, not a whole lot, really positive on the day. We see Avi over there up slightly on the day. The main thing here I want to take a look at is the 1 week performance. So we saw that there were a few earnings this week. So one was 3M here on Tuesday. So how did 3M do this week? 3M should be in the, I would think it'd be in the industrial. So it'd be over here somewhere. I would be up right there, up 1.09% on the week. We also have Pfizer and AbbVie. So if we take a look at Pfizer and AbbVie, they should be over in this area. So Pfizer up 0.7%. AbbVie should also be, I thought it would be in this area. It normally is, I believe. But Google positive 3.19, Facebook they're up 6.42%. Saw a lot of investors discussing Facebook after earnings, moving up very nice and heavy. Apple up 2.16% on the week. Financials, that's really interesting to see. Financials moving higher. I know they got slammed a few weeks ago as they released their earnings. They are picking it back up. Johnson & Johnson negative on the week by 4.24%. Also, utilities, you'd think they'd be a little bit of a safer haven. Seems like maybe some investors are finding opportunity elsewhere. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think to see utilities down as much as they are this week. We can see Southern Company down 5.75%. The Duke Energy down 3.56%. Crazy. Interesting. So yeah, quick, if you guys want to just pause the video, take a look here. If you're interested in any specific holdings, go ahead and do that now. This is the website finviz.com. If you head over to this website and then click on the right hand side of the map, there's going to be like a heat map. You'll be able to check that out. So oil, what's really interesting this week is that I saw that all the index was down. Oil was down, the dollar, silver, gold, bonds, everything across the board was down. So a couple warning signs out there when every single thing out there is down. Oil continuing to fall. It did do a reversal, so it was around $2. They reversed 8 for 1 out of 1 for 8. So for every 8 that you had, it turned into 1. So they went from $2 to $16, and they've been slowly kind of creeping up, but they're overall still down 7.98% there on the week. We have the dollar, the US dollar, moving lower on the week. It started over $100 and has trended now to 98.68. We see silver also down roughly 2% here on the week. Gold down 1.75% and bonds down 0.31%. So really no safe haven. You are not really safe in securities. Silver, gold, bonds, it's all pretty much negative on the week. And we saw mortgage rates continue to fall just a little bit further into the, down from 3.55 one week ago to now 3.51%. So very interesting. And that is basically our recap. Just a quick recap of the week covering the indexes, our heat map to kind of take a look at the entire S&P 500 performance here on the week. And of course, we had our earnings coming out this week. So I am going to be doing a bit of research on companies that went earnings this week, just kind of checking out how they performed during this first quarter. But I'm really looking forward to next quarter, as that'll play a bigger part in kind of seeing where these companies, a lot of companies within the S&P 500 are already cutting and suspending dividends. I don't believe a lot of my holdings are at risk, but we don't know how long this will kind of take, how much their revenue, their earnings will actually be affected. One I'd like to take a look at for sure is Altria, and here Altria we can see here on the week is down 3.83%. So I can kind of assume that maybe they didn't post some good earnings, and that's what kind of caused them to fall just a little bit further. McDonald's, we also saw McDonald's, I believe I saw them around in the consumer area, down in this area then, right? But that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, would like to say hello, I'd always appreciate a comment if you do so below. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.